Can we, ooh, look at that. Look how bright this thing goes. I wish I could show you guys how bright this light gets. Is your bank account injured? If you got less than $1,000 sitting in your bank account, let's talk about it, because your bank account's looking kind of weak and we need to fix that immediately. None of us want to have a weak bank account. We want powerful mega bank accounts, right? That's the first step to getting to financial freedom, that strong backbone. And in this video, I'm gonna go over 5 tips you need to get your bank account strong again. I recommend you watch this video all the way through because this will severely help you fix that problem. Now, let's go over the first issue you need to fix in your life to fix that bank account, because we want it mega. And that first issue is your debt. We need to fix your debt. If you are in debt, get out. If you have any type of debt, especially bad debt, we need to pay that off immediately, because having debt against you, that's the opposite of freedom. That's slavery. There's a new type of slavery. You see that MasterCard you got? You know why it's called a MasterCard? Because it's a slave master. It's your freaking master. That card is your master. As long as you owe it money, that debt is the chain to your ankle, making you a slave. Let's shackle that chain and get it out of here. Cut that debt out. Now, in an earlier video, I talked about good debt and bad debt. Watch it if you haven't already. But basically, good debt would be anything below 6%, right? Anything for like a real estate property investment. Something that's paying you money and is an asset that's gonna develop over time. But something like a car payment, a credit card loan, a Best Buy gift card, a Target credit card to buy a new flat screen TV. Come on, yo. You're messing up. That's why your bank account is weak, because you don't got the control. We gotta fix that. Cut those out. So throw all your money. First things first, if you have any of those debts I mentioned, car payment, credit card, anything bad, throw that cash. Student loans, throw that cash. Get that debt out of here, right? We don't want to be in debt. So that way we can loosen that chain, right? Like, oh, we can loosen that. And we can start, almost fell there. So, walking freely. I'm breathing. I got the shackles off. It's the first thing we gotta do, all right? So let's fix that crippled bank account, pay off the bad debt. Let's get in a second tip of the night. I wish I could show you guys where I'm at right now. This is absolutely beautiful. When I get my new camera, you'll be able to see all of this. All right, let's get into the second thing you need to do. Now that we cleared out your debt, your chain's a little loose, you got a little airflow coming in, we need to establish a base. You need a savings and an emergency savings. 2 separate things, all right? And most experts, financial advisors recommend 6 to 12 months of living expenses, blah, blah, blah. I recommend at least 6 months of what you're earning right now. So if you're making $5 grand a month before tax, that's 30 grand gross, right? I would have 30 grand cash in the bank saved up. That's super important. You need to have that reserve. Think of your savings account like this. Your savings account is like, if you're a fighter, right? If you're in the ring, you're like Conor McGregor, you're about to fight. For a fighter, the fighter's strength is their bank account. How big is your bank account? How much backup do you have behind you? That's your strength. Your stamina is your income. How much money you got coming in? How much cardio you got? How long you can keep running, right? That's your stamina. So we want to build up that strength first, and we'll get into stamina later in the video. But the first thing we need is strength. I've already made videos on how to save money, practical tips. I made a video about 10 things to spend less, 5 ways to save for investments. I'll just sum it up here too. Basically, live like you're working at McDonald's, minimum wage, and nothing more. I know it sucks, but like, you don't need all those dumb things you buy. Think about like Starbucks coffee. I've heard this example a million times, but I see a million people still doing it, buying a coffee. I'm not even gonna explain it. Like, you guys already know. Coffee, like, seriously? That's where you're gonna spend your hardened soldiers on? No, save them. Make that coffee at home for fractions of the price, okay? Make a million coffees instead of buying all those ones at Starbucks just because they say Froca Maca Latte and it has that favorite thing that you like. You don't need that. Drink it black. It's better for you too that way. Don't need all that excess sugar. And pay yourself first. Whenever you get that paycheck, we need to get that bank account strong, right? So I would direct deposit it into a separate bank account. And I've already mentioned, I use Ally for my savings account, but you can use Capital One. There's all kinds of savings account. Use one with high interest so that your money that does sit in there is earning interest on itself, and it's on the good side of debt. The bank owes you money. The bank owes you 2%, right? Start accumulating that interest while you're saving up. It's the best thing I could tell you right here, all right? Start stacking that dough, all right? That's it for this tip. That's all you need to know. Let's say from step 2, you made that mega fat bank account, right? And now you got money coming in there, it's growing, and you're paying yourself that small McDonald's minimum wage, because let's be real, you don't need that much money. You don't need all those things you say you need. You can accept a minimalistic life temporarily to be financially free for the rest of your life, right? It's a small sacrifice. It doesn't even feel like a sacrifice if you're doing it right. So let me just take these steps and let's get on the third one. Now we got to start growing our money, because it's not enough to save up and just keep working, right? So whatever income you have, your 9 to 5, your business, both of them, whatever way you make money, goes straight into that fat bank account, and then you take little drops for yourself. And now that it's maxed out at the 30K, let's say you make 5 grand a month, right? It's maxed out. Now you want to get into investing and planting those seeds. And we're going to go over a couple investments that are very passive to start with for beginners. Wow, look at this Christmas tree. That's exactly how I want your investments to look. Strong and beautiful, just like that. All right, so there's 3 basic ways to invest passively, all right? There's 3 basic ways. There's the stocks and bonds, there's real estate, and then there's peer-to-peer lending. This is for someone that doesn't know anything, right? You just clicked on this video, you don't even know how to invest, but you know you want your money to work for you, right? This is the perfect next step. We got the bank account settled, time to invest. When you do invest, if you are investing for the long term, which I hope you are, that's the best way to invest. That's how I invest, that's how I recommend anybody watching invests. You can just simply buy the S&P 500 index, which has returned on average a historical return of 8%. It's a super simple return, 8%. If you want to get into real estate as well, you can buy REITs, real estate investment trusts, or you can buy the physical property and get into leverage. But let's just start with stocks and bonds. So you can go on any brokerage account. I recommend doing the following. Number 1, max out your Roth IRA. That's the first thing you need to do. So that's $5,500 a year that you can contribute, whether it's me, you, or Bill Gates right now, okay? That's the current laws. That's $5,500 of post-tax income. We put it into the Roth IRA and it works for us forever. Then after you max that out, right? You made your money from your job, your business, it got taxed, you put it into the Roth IRA, max out the 401k, which goes to 18 grand a year, I believe. Max that out as well. That's pre-tax income. So if you make 100 grand a year and you put an 18k of pre-tax income on your taxes, it's gonna look like you only made 82 grand a year. And that 18k difference will save you on paying taxes on it, but at the end, when you're 59 and a half, you're gonna have to pay taxes on that. But with the Roth IRA, I forgot to mention, you put in the income that you already got taxed on. When you're 59 and a half, we're gonna pull that out tax-free. So your 59 and a half year old self is gonna pat you on the back and say, thank you for making me rich. Because every like $1,000 becomes like 10, 12, depends how long you're investing in, but it really does multiply, and it does take advantage of compound interest and time, multiplying it, okay? So we're going over the tax advantage strategies of how to invest first. I would max out the Roth, the 401k, before opening up my own individual brokerage. So we took care of the debt. We took care of the bank account. We maxed out our Roth and 401ks. What's next? Here is where it differs based on your own preferences. You can go deeper in the stock market, do individual stock picks, research companies, look up their financials, look at their PE ratios, find out their book values, the market values of these stocks, and buy them hoping that they're gonna appreciate in the long term. Buy your own due diligence, okay? Not off of what anyone else says. This can hopefully return you more than just the average 8% because you're putting in that work. That's one way to go about it. Another way is to invest in physical real estate, which is a method I would prefer after you've maxed out your Roth and 401ks, because real estate is a physical property, right? Can you guys see that house right there? You see that building? You see that? That's a physical building I can touch right now. I'm touching it right now. The point is that it's tangible, and I'm not saying this will ever happen, but let's say an economic meltdown occurred. The dollar became worthless. The economy failed, right? People are starting to trade salt for lamb, or they're trying to trade, I'll give you my car tires if you fix my brakes, whatever, right? They're trading skills. Real estate, let's say apples become valuable and everything is denominated in apples now. People will start paying rent in apples. No matter what, you're safeguarded because you have something physical. Everyone will always need a place to sleep at night. Land is limited, but people are multiplying. Our population is only getting bigger. During this entire time you watch this video, if you made it all the way through here, how many babies do you think were born? Comment down below how many babies you think were born during the time of this video. A bunch, right? And then a third way I would go about it is peer-to-peer lending. Basically lending out loans to people that need money to fix their kitchen, renovate their homes, pay off medical debt, pay off other debts by borrowing money from you. And yeah, I know that sounds sketchy, but that's the risky loans. But that's just one side of investing too. I've already already made a full video on peer-to-peer lending. If you're interested in that, check it out. But yeah, peer-to-peer lending. So what do we get done? Or the debt, bank account, Roth 401ks, now the investments, stocks, real estate, peer-to-peer lending. Now next is, if you don't want to even do the stocks and real estate because you already took care of the 401k and Roth IRA, jump straight to business. This is also the fourth option, I would say, of investing. So I went with stocks, real estate, peer-to-peer lending, and now your own business, the fourth one. With your own business, the returns are infinite, right? It's not just an 8% or maybe a 20% if you hustle and pick the right stocks. You can make 100% of returns because you're out there doing the work. Now this is where it goes from passive, right? We went from super passive in the beginning to semi-passive with peer-to-peer lending, picking out the loans, or real estate by being at the actual property and managing it, or hiring a managing team, but still dealing with all that, to now completely active when it's your own business, because you got to take care of that baby. And if you own a business and you don't show up for it, it's gonna fail. That's why 90% of businesses fail. People try to start a business and think, oh, I'm just gonna start this business and chill so I can work less. No, you start a business to work more than you did as a corporate slave. You were working 40, 50 hours as a corp slave and you hated your life. Now you're working 80 to 100 hours as a business owner because you got to compete with all these other sharks, especially today. Everybody wants to be a business owner. Everybody runs a business now. So if you're gonna go that route, I applaud you. Good job. You should do that. Pursue your dreams. And secondly, do your research on what business you want to start. There's so many to start. There's like 15-year-olds making money off drop shipping and Amazon FBA. There's people selling ebooks and audiobooks. There's all kinds of things. There's people making YouTube videos, right? Running ads on them. Well, that's not a lot of money, but selling courses behind their YouTube videos, right? They make a bunch of videos about a certain topic. Let's say a fitness channel, for example, makes all these fitness videos and says, buy my fitness course, get my fitness coaching call. That's a business right there. Buy my merch. Start selling jackets saying fitness 101 or whatever their name is, right? An example is Christian Guzman. If you guys don't know who he is, he's some fitness guy, has like over 700k subs. He established a solid business with his merch, with his actual physical gyms, with his supplements, affiliate marketing, all these other things. This could get into a huge long video. Like business itself is a whole different topic. I just wanted to get to the gist of strengthening our bank accounts, all right? So if you made it to step 5, right? That's where you want to be at. If you're watching this, you already want to be at step 5. Ignore this. I dunked a basketball the other day and I totally shredded my finger. Maybe I'll throw that clip in here. But yeah, make sure you take care of the first 4 or 3. First 3, and then you can comfortably, from a place of abundance, make your own decisions. Because the last thing you want to do is skip the first 3, start a business and be hungry, like you're in debt and you're desperate. You're begging your customers to buy your product. You're not focusing on providing value, which is the secret sauce to all businesses, by the way. Providing the most value. That's what it comes down to. If you can provide the most value, people will pay you. Because what are they going to trade their hard-earned dollars for? Value. They're not going to trade their hard-earned dollars for, I think you're nice and I really like you. Here's my hard-earned dollar. No. Anyway, this video is a little different. It's not behind a white wall with like a presentation for you guys. Let me know if you like this kind of video. Comment down below what your thoughts are. If you have any questions, I'll respond to every single comment. If you like the video, thumbs up as always. I already mentioned that. And if you haven't already, hit that red subscribe button and notification bell so you know when the next video comes out. Anyway, until next time, see you guys.